Hello everyone, my name is Ngọc Minh, but you can call me Lucy. I'm 8 years old and learn in class 3 IBC at Janet School. Today I will tell you about one book of Mrs. J.K. Rowling. She is very famous around the world. She wrote Harry Potter, 7 books. Also, my favorite book is book number 3. It is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Do you know why? Okay, I will tell you later. This book have 22 chapters. My favorite chapter is 17. It is because cat, rat, and dog. Harry Potter first meets his godfather, Sirius Black. Okay, I will tell you about the story now. At the first day of Harry Potter, Mrs. Dursley, Aunt Petunia, wake Harry Potter up. She called, "Wake up, you stupid boy! It is time for you to get the worst birthday of your life." Harry woke up very early. Aunt Petunia told him today was his birthday and his present was very worse. Aunt March, she is coming here for a week. That is the worst present Harry has been given to the Dursley, including that smelly sock of Uncle Vernon. Okay, the first day happens when Aunt March walked into the house. "Oh, Aunt Petunia, so very happy to miss you." Then she kissed her with a cheek, even though she didn't even notice Harry was in the house. "You, boy, get up to the bedroom," Uncle Vernon called to Harry. "Oh, Dudley," she said with her cousin of Harry. Dudley was very meaner and he always hated Harry. "Now, Marge, having some tea?" "Right then, Vernon. Let's get out to the garden to make it even beautiful." When Harry first walked into the table, her first attention to him. He was very short and skinny. "So, Aunt, here are you, boy?" "Yes," said Harry. "Don't you smirk at me like that. It is impossible for my uncle to give it to you. You must meet them to my doorsteps." Harry wanted to say that he really wanted to dump onto her doorsteps instead of living with the Dursley. So, the next chapter it will be very fun. So on here, Harry was very angry about Aunt March. He kept a spell on her, although I don't understand the words. So let's just say about it. Her finger went very, very big, then her whole body. She was very big that she can float out of the door and gone. Uncle Vernon was angry. Harry went to his bedroom to cool all his things downstairs. "You, boy, get her back." "No, she deserves what she gets," Harry said. So Harry has put his other thing on the ground, but then he saw a very dark shape. It was a big black dog. He stepped backward a little bit, but then something zoomed past him. It was a nightbot. Harry really needed to get to London because his friend Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley said it was going to go to there. So he was going. But then the furniture of the school bus took out. "Welcome to the Nightbot. Here it is a wizard law for someone who is a wizard." Harry climbed on the steps. He was very fascinated that there was no chair. Instead of, there are so many things like a bed. When he was at London, he was very miserable. What's going to happen to him? Because when people were under 18, they could not do magic outside school. So Harry thought he was going to be arrested into the wizard dungeon. But when he got there, he saw Cornelius Fudge. "Hello, Harry," he said. "I am Cornelius Fudge." Harry knew Cornelius before at the Chamber of Secrets, but if he was wearing his father's invisibility cloak, Fudge cannot see him. So, when this all happened again, Harry was climbed to Cornelius Fudge. Now, Harry, it was impossible for you to run away from your uncle and sister's house like that. I think you will get a room here so you can visit Hermione and Granger. So, when Harry met them, she would do anything he liked. When he visited Hermione, Granger, and Ron, they were very happy to see him. Hey, come here. I know that Ron Weasley will have a better of you. They found him at the doorsteps, and also they gave him to the Ron Weasley family. When 12 o'clock next morning, Harry Potter went to the kingdom of the Hogwarts. He went to the Hogsmeade station. They need to get out of the brick wall. Now, when they have gone, they really want to visit Hagrid. They get down. This is the chapter I really like. 17. Cat, Rat, and Dog. When they were playing at Harry's house, Harry knew that Buckbeak, the hippogriff, was for Hagrid. He would need to be killed. They would be very, very sad to hear that. But Hagrid said he need to go. So Harry needs to get to the invisibility cloak and get outside. This happened when a big black dog pulled him to the trees. The Whomping Willow was a moving tree. It doesn't want to be hit, so it was struggling. He was very in pain when he found Sirius in there. Ron, are you okay? Because Ron has been pulling into Sirius by the hole. He said, I'm okay, but look, it was Sirius Black. He was over there and he wants to know. But then, what do you do to my family? No, Harry, said Hermione and Ron Weasley as they pulled her back with their both pairs of hands. When this, Harry was all angry of Sirius when he broke free of Hermione and Ron accepted. He rose forward, snatched up his wand, and pointed it straight at Black's heart. He said, You killed my parents, he said shakily, without even an angry smile. I don't deny it, said Black very quietly, but if you know the whole story, Harry said in a fiercely glance at him. You sold them to Voldemort. That's all I need to know, he said. You got to listen to me. If you regret it, you don't. You don't understand. I understand much better than you think. Even as they talked a word, something ginger passed Harry. It was Hermione Cat, Crookshanks, who has been helping Black get into the castle, safe over his heart. Black Bink. Get off, he murmured as trying to push off Crookshanks onto the floor. But Crookshanks was sinking his claws deep inside Black's robes and didn't shift. Then there was another sound. Professor Lupin came hurtling into the room, humming his voice. He shouted, Expelliarmus! All three of wands had flown out of Harry's hands, and Hermione, she was scanting. Harry has very exciting. Sometimes he felt a little empty. He hadn't done it. Black was going to be handed back to the Dementor. Next, Lupin spoke in a small voice. He said, Where is he, Sirius? Harry didn't understand. He didn't even know what Lupin was talking about. Who was Lupin talking? Sirius, for a moment, he didn't move at all. He put out his shaking hand and pointed toward Ron Weasley. But then, why didn't he show himself? Okay, guys, he stopped himself and pulled Sirius to his feet. Oh my gosh, Hermione said, as her wide eyes was going huge like this as she stared at Professor Lupin. You and him, you helped he said. Not really as a trick, Hermione, but I did not have been Sirius' friend for 12 years. Let me explain. Okay, if you see now, my friends Sirius and James Potter, we are friends together when we are young, living at this place. It was very fun here, and Snape also hated us. Then the door burst open. There was someone inside, and the door opened itself. All 5 of them stared at it. There was no one outside. This place is haunted, Ron Weasley said. It's not, said Lupin in a hilarious voice at the door. The shrieking shack was never haunted. The screams and howl the villagers always hear was made by me. I told you 3 months ago that the Whomping Willow has been planted the years I get to Hogwarts. So that's why I knew you were here, the Marauders map. So at long last, Sirius has talked to Harry and said that, believe me, Harry, I never betrayed your mom and dad. I would have died before I betrayed them. Then at long last, Harry believed him. Ron, give me that rat. And that was Peter Pettigrew. As he shuddered on the ground and turned to the man, both of them gasped at him. At the end, Lupin and Professor Lupin and Sirius tried to kill him, but Harry stopped. Okay, let's get downstairs. Then Lupin murmured something that made Ron's foot get better. He was swathed in bandages, and the spell was Flora. Next, it was the next time the Dementors kissed. When they all get to the face, the moon lit out, and you know Professor Lupin is a werewolf. When the moon came, he turned into the werewolf, and Sirius tried to stop him. He can, but then Sirius was very hurt. Hermione saw a dark shape. A Dementor is something that protects the castle. It was a very black thing that can move around and didn't have a face. By the time Sirius was very in trouble because Lupin and has turned into a werewolf. Werewolf, you know, was very dangerous. Harry had nothing, but Professor Snape was just trying on the ground. So we need to move quick, he said to Hermione and Ron. But how are we doing that? No, Sirius, she said. The Expecto Patronum, he murdered them many times over and over again. Then the air was moved again. He saw someone like his father has made the rings, but it wasn't his father at all. He had saw himself into the dark clouds of the riverbank. But Harry didn't understand, so he felt his last strength leave him, and he was lying on the bed. He wanted to comfort Circus, then Snape, you are so lucky you are there. You can help Sirius and murder him right away. By the way, Harry will be in his great minds. No, Professor, I'm not ingrated. It was like that Harry was being invited in the mine. When Dumbledore came in, he told Hermione to pull out her clock. She turned it 3 hours back. When they saw Buckbeak the Hippogriff, as just said before, Harry said, we need to get him to fly up to Sirius' window so we can help. When they have done it before, they need to exactly 10 minutes to get back to the dormitory, even though no one could see them. They had made it. Everyone was safe now, including Harry. He was very miserable that he had saved Pettigrew's life, but Dumbledore comforted him with that. I really love the story because Professor of the Azkaban has helped Sirius this. I hope you will buy this book, and if you really can, it will be very funny to you. You can also learn new words. So get along and remember, buy it. Goodbye.